Alright, so I'm back, and I know I'm kind of disrupting the flow of things a little bit, but I just got something in the mail that I think I want to show off right away. So, without any further ado, something I've been waiting a very long time for is Unique Toys Shark Claw, aka Razor Claw, from the leader of the Predacons. So there he is in his beast mode. As you can see, he's a lion. Now the lion mode is it's not the greatest. I think they should have used the design aesthetics of the Rampage figure rather than this. Personally, it still looks okay. But it is his weakest mode. There's no question about that. For comparison, here he is next to the G1 Razor Claw, and for once the Unique Toys, you can see, definitely has a size difference on there. So, and we'll bring back the other one. Now this is a two-part review. This is Razor Claw. Razor Claw does come with the big wings for the Predaking. He also comes with waist piece, and then more armor for the thighs. And it comes with the Predaking head and the really big sword. Now, all of this will come into the next review, where I actually review Warlord, aka Predaking, and get him all souped up and show you guys how that looks. This is just Razor Claw. So, and real quick, because it was one of my favorite episodes with him in it, Springer can somewhat ride him. So now all we need is a lance. I know the Mastermind Creations one, it looks better. So if you're looking for that particular display, Mastermind Creation might be a better way to go for you. But me, I like this one. Now to transform him, let's talk posability. There's nothing really at the head. It does go up and down a little bit. The mouth opens and closes. Arms can go up, down, in, out. There's a swivel at the bicep, bends at the elbow. Foot is on a ball joint at the foot, and then there's also a pin in there, so good range of motion on the foot. The back legs up, down, in, out. Bends at the knee a little bit. Foot has a pivot in there. Tail's got 2 points of articulation. Now you have to be careful, because as you move this, you're really likely to pull this thing out. It's not really in there very well, and that's really unfortunate. But we don't buy it for the tail of the lion, but it should be. It should have been addressed a little bit better, I think. And he's got a waist swivel. So, there you go. And then, real quick, here is a group shot of all the beast modes. Rampage. Dive Bomb. Headstrong, and Tantrum. So there's all the Predacons in beast mode. Awesome! It's happening! So let's move these guys out of the way. We'll bring those guys back in for comparison on the robots. But in the meantime, to transform him, what you want to do is start by taking the tail, and you just fold this up and then fold that up and just leave it there. That's only time it's out is during this mode, so we won't have to worry about that anymore. Rotate at the waist. And now I thought these things were going to be just simple sliders. They're not. They're actually pretty cool. You pull this piece out like this, and then there's a double hinge on the bottom part of this yellow piece in there, and you just kind of pull that out, and then it comes up. And then while you have it up, what you want to do is kind of get your finger in there and pull this panel out. Now once you do that, you want to fold this foot up like so, and then this whole assembly, now don't bend it, it's the whole assembly goes in there, and then you fold this up like so, and then this comes around like so, and everything kind of locks together, holds them very securely once you get it, and then you fold this down, and that's his foot. So again, what you want to do is pull this piece out, pull this leg assembly up and around, and it does stick in there pretty good, which is nice. I mean, it holds very well. And then you pull this piece up, fold the foot in, rotate that in, fold it around, and that all collapses together. Fold out his foot, and there's his feet. All done. Then the arms, you fold these things down, and you just want to take the foot and you pull this out, and you can see the whole hand here. Rotate this around like so, and then you can just rotate the foot around. Pretty simple transformation on that. So again, you just pull it out, rotate around, and put it back together like so. Now you can remove these shoulder cannons if you choose. I like to leave them on because I just think that looks better. And then you take this lion's mane, pull this down, and it's on a bunch of different hinges and sockets, and you just kind of rotate it down, and it just kind of soft latches into place. And then you come back here and you pull this piece out like so. There's the head, and you just rotate that around, pull it back, lock it into place. And the instructions don't show this, but when you go to line mode, you actually have to pull the waist out a little bit to get the head in there, and then when you put it back in, it doesn't go all the way up. So when you're in robot mode here, you want to just give it a good push, and now you have him in robot mode, and he's pretty awesome. For all his faults in his lion mode, he makes up for it in this mode. I think he just looks amazing. So let me pause this real quick. I'm gonna get the other Predacons into robot mode, and then so we can do some comparisons, and then we'll do everything else in just a moment. Alright, so to continue on the Razor Claw review, size comparison next to the Seeker mold. As you can see, goes up to just below his eye. So definitely more in the Voyager scale. Let's see. Here he is next to the Voyager Springer, which, as you can see here, yeah, definitely about the same size there. He's got more bulk though. And just because he's sitting right here, here he's next to Orion. So he goes up to, Orion's only about a head taller than him. So he's a good sized Voyager. Posability. Head is on a really tight swivel. yeah, you don't get a whole lot of motion there. It's just left and right, and it is real tight. Shoulders, again, are on the double swivels, up, down, and out. Swivels, the bicep bends at the elbow, nothing at the hand. Rotates at the waist. Legs can go up, down, and out. Really tight ratchets going up and down. There's a swivel below the knee, bends at the knee, and he can go both ways on the knee, and I'll show you what that's for later. And then the foot has a little bit of a pivot. So he's not the most posable guy, but he does have a good range. Now, I didn't show this off earlier, but he does come with a sword, very reminiscent of the G1 counterpart. So you can hold that in his hand here, like so. And then from the Rampage box, get the big blaster cannon. You can peg that into his hand over here. And this is the only gun he can really hold, just because of the way it's designed. So I was kind of hoping to give him a different one, but he can't hold this. And now that that's all out of the way, let's take a look at a comparison between him and the G1 Razor Claw. So they are about the same size, yeah. And you could definitely see the similarities right here in between these two. I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously this is the 2010, which is now also the Platinum Edition coloration. So all the gold would have been yellow on the G1. So very, very close to how they're supposed to look. Line head's bigger, it's wider, so that's, a little bit cooler. He's got definitely more posability. Looks more like a unified robot than he does, and he's got arms, not stubs. So, my opinion, he beats the G1 hands down. Now, group shot. There he is next to Headstrong, Rampage, Tantrum, and Dive Bomb. So there they are, the Predacons, all ready to go. New version of the Predacons, finally. For a rating on him, I cannot give him a 10 out of 10. I wish I could. The plastic quality is amazing. He's just an amazing figure all around. But the problem is the line mode is a little lacking. Cost for him is it's pretty high. I think he's about $120 anywhere you get him, but part of that's because he comes with all the extra Predacon parts too. So cost for him is high for what you get, and the tail is just that's just unforgivable for me. But I give him a 9 out of 9 or 9 out of 10. Great figure, highly recommend him. It's a great set, especially if you already invested in the other ones and you want something that looks more G1-ish. And I know Mastermind Creations, everyone loves them. I love the way they look too. They're just too big for me and too Neo for me. Now TFC Toys, their Razor Claw's huge in comparison. I think he's about the size of like the Fans Project Bruticus by himself. He's massive. He's comically large. And he's not Neo. He's just bigger. And I don't think the individual bots are going to be too big either, so it's kind of comically out of proportion. I think this proportion works really well for these guys. So, yeah, again, it's personal preference. If you like a more G1 look, Unique Toys is the way to go. I will never question my purchase here after having Razor Claw in hand. I will not question that at all. This is the way for me to go. Hands down. I can't wait for more Unique Toys combiners. I hope they make more. Anyway, so that's it for the Unique Toys Sharp Claw review. Question of the day would be which one are you guys going with? I keep rambling on which one I'm getting and why I'm getting them, but which one are you guys going to get, if at all? I mean, there's so many options out there. There's the TFC, there's the Platinum Edition, there's Unique Toys, and then there's Mastermind Creations. There's 4 different Predikings out there that you can get at any given time, really. So, which one are you going to get? Me, Unique Toys. If I win the lotto by some chance, I will get Mastermind Creations too. And probably TFC. Just because I would have money. But anyway, we'll get these guys the next video, which I'm going to be posting right after this one. We'll do the combine mode. So